handwriting. They couldn't read my last name. And so I call him, and he answers, and I'm looking. I mean, this arena is jammed packed. It's Tampa Bay Lightning. Everybody know that arena? And so our hockey team, not arena, but the hockey team that plays in there is a huge NHL professional hockey arena. And I said, hey, his name's Harv. I said, Harv, I met you at the hotel. And he goes, yeah, I remember. I'll send my assistant out. And so his assistant comes out, and she gives me ticket, and I'm looking. I said, what's this? And she said, oh, that's a backstage pass, so you can come back and you can meet everybody after the show. And she said, by the way, food, anything you need tonight is on us. This is like dead center on the floor, awesome ticket. And I got to go back, and so I'm waiting. I'm meeting some people, but P. Diddy's room, tons of security. And so I'm like, well, obviously I'm not going to meet him. And Harv comes out, and he said, I didn't know you were here. Come on, I want you to meet Diddy. And I thought, really? So it comes around, there's tons of people. There's this huge security guard, and the security guard says, we're full, Harv. And he said, this guy's with me. I thought, all right. Guy didn't say anything. So I walk around, and there's the corner, and there's Diddy, and Harv walks up and says, hey, this is my friend, my guest tonight. Wanted him to meet you. He said, give me your camera, Jared. I want to take some pictures. And so he took some pictures. And I got to sing Happy Birthday with P. Diddy to another person that Harv, who I could tell was a person that lives life every day. Took a lot for him and Sean Combs is P. Diddy's name, his given name, to get to where they were at. And they did it together. And you could see them living that life. And they had this gentleman who was there, who was also one of the individuals that Harv invited, who was in a wheelchair, and it was his birthday. And P. Diddy said, we're going to sing Happy Birthday. And so right next to P. Diddy, I'm singing Happy Birthday. And it was great. And all that it came from was showing some excitement, because I'm thinking, why in the world would this person do this? But he saw the excitement. He saw that, hey, this is somebody that's living today, and let me do something nice for him. So you never know what's going to happen. I'm never looking for it. And so these awesome experiences that happen. And so here's the final one. One of my goals recently was to do a TED Talk. And so that was a goal. And this is again in 2017. This one was in a few years ago, actually. But this 2017 was doing a TED Talk. Had a lot of help from some wonderful people putting that together. And an amazing experience, a chance to inspire some young people at a TEDx Youth. And a lot of reasons to live each day, to celebrate. And you never know what paths are going to be open. And taking the risk. I didn't know what was going to come of this. I didn't know when I applied if I was going to get it or not. I've been rejected a lot, by the way. And so that's another big thing. People think, oh, all these great things happen. For all these great things, there's a whole lot of rejection. I'm sure there's other times where I've gotten excited and there's a CEO there thinking, what is wrong with this guy? But that's okay. You'll attract the people that you want to attract and that you want to be around, and that will provide that. And I can attest to that by the great team that I have here at Regional Health. I can attest to that by our CEO, who is my leader that I get to work with on a regular basis, who is all of our leaders. He believes in our vision as a leader to be the best healthcare system in America. And that gets me excited to live every day knowing that I have a leader who firmly believes it. It's not something that was words for him to say, here's a nice thing for us to aspire to. He 100% believes it. And every time I get to talk with him, I can tell, and I'm excited. And so that piece of my life, my career, is right there. So when we're talking about life, it's not a work-life balance, okay? It's figuring out your joy. It's figuring out how to align the different pieces of your life and living it, opening yourself up to those opportunities. So one last thing, because I think I went way over my time, and I'm in between you all and food. You live every day, so live it. So this is an individual named Bert. And for those that don't know, I love mixed martial arts, UFC. Anybody know that? Okay, it's different than WWE. People say that what was that? The wrestling? No, these are individuals that are really good in multiple martial arts. And so Bert is a former Marine, and I would see Bert at all the events. he took care of the fighters and making sure they got to where they needed to go and that they were at the weight they needed to be. Because they have to weigh in, they have to be at the right weight. If they're not, the athletic commission won't actually let them partake. This guy lives every day as well. So imagine that job. This is something that is on pay-per-view, it's on national TV, and it's his job to make sure that anywhere from 20 to 28 fighters are on weight. And if he doesn't do that, he gets an earful from his leader. And there are different times where I sometimes got to see some of the behind-the-scenes stuff, and he had to deal with a lot of people who were not having great days because they were hangry, right? Anybody know that term? They were hungry, they were angry, they wanted to weigh in. Always got a smile on his face. And he always approached them with that vibrant life. That they say, okay, Bert, okay, it's all good. And so Bert's got a Sturgis shirt on. That was something I gave him as a gift, and we got to talk throughout, and it was so interesting because I never knew. He meets so many people, and I told him my name, and he posts this on Twitter and tags me, and I didn't tell him who I was, to that extent. But he went out, he looked, he found it, kept in touch. And again, you just never know where you're going to have that impact, where it's going to take somebody in the experience. And so Bert sent me that. That was the only way he knew to get a hold of me. And so remember to keep your super excited face. Live every day. Take the action. Have fun. And it's going to impact those around you as a leader. Okay? There is the business side. And we have to produce those results. And that's tough. No joke. We have the people side. And I sometimes hear individuals say, oh, I've got to do these evaluations. And I'm thinking, you've got to do them? How about you get the opportunity to have that impact with somebody, to work with them, to help them grow, to help them develop? You get to do that. And yes, it is tough because we all come in different personality types and we come with different attitudes. It would be great if everybody had that attitude each day of, I'm going to live today. This is going to be awesome. But they don't, right? Even today, some say, I'm okay, right? So keep that in mind and really debunk that myth of you only live once. You live every day, you get to opportunity, and right now maybe you're saying, I'm in a great place, I'm here, but I'm not always jumping up with excitement. I got this going on, I got that going on. Like you said, the circumstances exist, right? They're there, that's the reality. We still have that choice. So with that being said, any questions? It's like that food is waiting, no questions. All right, thank you all. Have an excellent day.